Hello, everyone, and happy 4th of July to all of you living in the United States. I hope you're having a great weekend. Um, as for me, nothing special going on. Though we do have, and I forgot to mention in my last video, but man, we have lousy weather here. It's been cloudy like all since probably June. We've been having a lot of rain. Um, it doesn't seem to be getting any better. It seems like it's gonna be raining for the rest of the month. Um, but usually we have cloudy days and then it rains, in the late afternoon, evening. So right now it's pretty darn cloudy. So anyways, I'm here to show some of the back issues I actually got during my break, which I did not get a chance to show. Um, I'll probably show some stuff I already did show, but I'm not but most of it is new. But before we get to that, I would like to sort of elaborate on an answer to a comment, a reply to a comment that the Sleepy Reader left in my last video. And I felt that I gave him a non-answer to one of his comments, and mostly because I I'm limited to so many words in the comment box. But I actually had to think a little bit more about it, which had to do with, as I mentioned in my last video, just watched the entire run of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the whole series, from the first episode to the last one. And I mentioned that the series, the whole experience for me was a bit intense, emotionally wise, which it doesn't really speak for the entire series, but much more specifically to season 6, which after I finished watching season 6, I was emotionally drained. It really, struck a chord with me that really hard. And for a while, I've been wondering why that was, why season 6 felt so intense to me, and it has to do with the fact, and I just came to this realization yesterday, Thursday, as I was going to the shop to pick up my new books, that for the most part, um, or the entirety of season 6 actually pretty much mirrored a very personal experience that I had. Curiously enough, around that time that it was originally broadcast, watching the season, you know, I did not consciously link my own experience to what was going on in the show. At least not consciously, but a little part of me, actually did sort of remember. So I had a much more visceral reaction to that episode. I mean, season 6, the entire season 6, pretty much sums up my, from 2002 to around mid 2003. I went through the most horrible year of my life. And so season 6 had Buffy in a very similar situation uh, that I found myself in at the time. So a lot of what she was saying throughout the season, pretty much that's how I felt at that time. And you know, like I said, I really, didn't have a conscious association between my own experience that are shown seen in the show. But that one kind of got open in a subconscious level. Um, because I mean that the thing happened some 12 years ago, 11 years ago, and you know I thought I had you know gotten over it, you know um, but as it turns out, maybe not so much. uh, that seeing it on television, sort of literal uh, and symbolic way as well. A lot of those emotions that I felt back then, being expressed throughout the show, sort of, kind of hit me, and it hit me hard emotionally. But it wasn't until yesterday that I did come to the realization that, you know, for the first time, you know, after watching the show, at least in season 6, I really related to Buffy and her situation, because it was very, figuratively speaking, even literally speaking, similar to my own. So there you go, much better answer. And yeah, I would love to watch Angel, the whole series, but Netflix, at least Netflix for Mexico, doesn't have the series. So and I've never really seen DVDs of the series either. So you know, but I would love to watch Angel again. Uh, so, anyways, onto that book. So I'm pretty sure that these first two books I did show before, which is The Adventures of Superman number 461. Um, I like the cover. And Adventures of Superman 462. So I'm pretty sure I did show uh, this one, these two books before. What I did not show is this one, Supergirl number 5. I actually got this from Mile High Comics. I'm actually gonna sort of stop buying from mycomicshop.com because their shipping rates have gone way too high for me to spend any amount of money on books. um, the last couple of books that I got from them, and I did not mention when I showed those books, uh, I paid $20 in shipping for pretty much two books that cost me just $8. So I paid almost $30 in for the whole thing. So that is a lot of money. So Mile High still has a very reasonable amount, a very reasonable pricing in both in their website as well as on eBay. But I'll be buying from them from eBay because I believe they don't take PayPal to their website. So, anyways, here we go. Supergirl number 5. As you know, any old viewer knows, I've been trying to collect this run slowly, and so it's another new addition to my Supergirl collection. The next three books, I got these at my shop, and I mean, I like the Justice League, but I don't have a lot of old Justice League books. Um, so I'm kind of all trying to focus on getting a few more Justice League books. Not as an immediate thing, but slowly. So my shop's got a lot of quite a few issues of the 90s stuff. So I'm actually starting with some of the early 90s stuff actually. And well, anyways, uh, Justice League America number 67. Justice League America number 91, which features a cameo of the character Triumph. Justice League America number 92. I believe this is the Triumph's first appearance, though I've actually seen that this one is listed as being the first one, but it's just a sort of small cameo, and it doesn't even get named. So this is mostly the one that they say is his first full appearance of Triumph. So that's DC. So as I mentioned before, um, you know, I'm really getting back into buying Buffy books more so than I did in the past. Like I said in my last video, back in the day I bought, a book, an issue here, an issue there, but nothing regular, on a regular basis. And just like, there are back issues, and probably I only have like 4 from the original run of Buffy. I mean, when I mean like 4 from the original run, I'm talking mini-series, 4 issues of. So I'm getting back into it. So I'm actually starting with season 8, and I'm also doing season 10, which is a more recent run, the most current run, which is just starting. So anyways, let's go on to the books. So we got Buffy season 8. This is issue 10. Issue 10. Sorry about the glare. There we go. I already showed this one, which is season 8 number 11. I actually showed this already in my last video. I'm just getting all together. Yeah, I got this one yesterday. Actually, it's a new one, which is season 8 number 16. Sorry about the glare. There we go. Then we got season 10 number 1. This is the variant cover, actually. And I also got this one yesterday, which is season 10 number 2. So I'm pretty much caught up with season 10. I just need issue 3. Like I said, I actually bought issue 4 the day it came out. And I mean, I like the cover, but I was just looking at it this morning, and it looked very odd to me at some point. I don't know if you can notice, but the position between Willow and Buffy seems sort of really odd. I don't know how she's supposed to be positioned, but it looks really strange. But good stuff actually. So I'm definitely been enjoying picking up the Buffy books as well. As you can notice, actually it's getting a little bit darker on my video. Right here it's getting a little bit darker because just rain is about to start. So anyways, sorry for the rambling, and thank you for watching as well. So anyways, I will be doing a review video probably this weekend, but I'll try to get that up before New Comic Book Day, because give me a second, because it's getting really dark and it doesn't look good. So give me a second. There we wait, oh, sorry about that. Just gonna add extra. Here we go. So as I was saying, sorry if it's a little too bright, but it's really dark here. So anyways, I will be doing a quick review video this weekend because I really want to talk about that Superman crossover, Superman Doomed. Um, Action Comics just came out um, yesterday, oh Wednesday, um, and I gotta say that is one odd book. Definitely, it's a really odd book, and I definitely want to talk about it because uh, I'll be honest with you, uh, that whole crossover um, is totally, it's it's not that great. It's got a lot of ups and downs to it. Um, you get, I mean, as I mentioned in like the last review I ever did, where they mentioned an event that happened in Metropolis, but we never really seen it. Uh, just mentioned. They brought in a character from the Phantom Zone in Zadu in the Batman Superman issue. They haven't done anything with it, and Action Comics itself is just, it represents pretty much that sort of inconsistency with the inconsistencies of that of the crossover. And just before I end, you know, I just read, throughout my break, I read the New Krypton saga, which lasted 2 years. It was 84 issues, and it was so well done. There isn't, a bad issue. It's not, inconsistent. Writers got the chance to do their own story arcs while tying into the larger tapestry of that story. And this one, which is supposed to be a lot smaller, is just so full of flaws. So look for that video either this weekend or throughout early next week. Um, because some of the other books uh, I got this week have made the news as well. So until next time, keep smiling.